a hole to the ends of the earth, ghostly apparitions, cryptids. These are 5 drones that caught on camera something which shouldn't exist. Number 5. The Ghost Night. The quiet town of Berkeley, in the county of Gloucester, England, is overshadowed by the majestic walls of an impressive 11th century medieval castle. Throughout history, Berkeley Castle served as refuge for the people, but for Edward II, one of history's most ill-fated kings, it was a veritable prison from which he could never escape. Do not be fooled by its luxurious furniture and paintings, because this place hides a dark secret. It is said that Edward II was murdered in the dungeons of this castle by order of his wife, Queen Elizabeth, and her lover, Roger Mortimer. He suffered one of the cruelest punishments of the time. Such was his agony that his screams were heard far beyond the wall and have been heard ever since. In addition, legend has it that the footsteps of soldiers can still be heard walking steadily, as well as the appearance of monks and knights disappearing into the distance. Curiously, in 2018, Thomas Arnold, a television technician specialist, managed to capture with his drone what many have considered as a ghost knight galloping through the interior of this fortress. He claimed that his drone stopped emitting a signal when it flew over a certain point of the castle, so he activated the return to home function to automatically retrieve the device. It was at home when Thomas realized that the camera had recorded a transparent figure moving through one of the courtyards of Berkeley Castle. He checked the image several times and made sure that the chimneys weren't lit and that the wind was blowing in a different direction. It should be noticed that the drone stopped working just as he was recording those images, which indicates that there may have been some sort of interference with this possible ghostly apparition. Number 4. Bigfoot. Idaho is one of the 50 states of the United States. It borders Canada to the north, so you can already guess that this northern state will be nature in its purest form. In fact, more than a quarter of it is covered by forests, which makes it a perfect destination for outdoor activities. Likewise, it is an ideal place to take pictures and videos with a drone, such as those offered by YouTube user Hardpack101. In one of his many recordings, we can enjoy a breathtaking view of Idaho, mountains and green meadows at sunset. But now, please, pay close attention to the center of the image. As the drone moves forward, you can see a tiny figure running and hiding among the trees. Now, watch the video clip one more time. What do you think it could be? An animal, a sportsman, or something less conventional? The author of the video assures that it is possible Bigfoot, one of the most famous cryptids of the northern United States. If we take a screenshot of the recording and zoom in on it, we can see that this figure, apart from having a human appearance, looks quite similar to an ape. It walks on its 2 hind legs, has long arms, reddish fur, and seems to run in a hunched posture. Idaho has also been listed as one of the states with the most reported Bigfoot sightings in the country. In fact, author Becky Cook has been one of the first to corroborate this. In her book, Bigfoot Lives in Idaho, she collects approximately 60 real testimonies about possible encounters with this enigmatic creature, as well as including graphic evidence of them. So who knows, we may have before our eyes one more proof that the famous Bigfoot is not just a legend, but a reality. Number 3. Sea Monster. Apart from Bigfoot, it is already a tradition in this channel to talk about the famous Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie. Over the years, we have enjoyed meeting numerous sea creatures similar to this mythical animal that have been spotted in lakes and rivers around the world. Today, we want to talk about a new sighting from the hand of a young man named Josue Alvarez, in charge of immortalizing this event. Josue, also known on social networks as Detective Mocha for being a lover of the strange, was working in Pine Lake, California when a strange sound caught his attention. He noticed that right in front of him, there was something moving through the water trying to cross the lake. Immediately, he left the rocky islet where he was and took his drone to record what he nicknamed the thing. In the video, you can see a kind of wake in the water, possibly from a boat. But the strangest thing of all is that the nearest boat was several meters away. So what are we looking at? After posting the video on Facebook, several theories emerged. Some claim that it was most likely a deer trying to reach the shore, although it is quite strange that a deer manages to swim that far. Others said it was a giant catfish, but since no one has been able to prove any of these hypotheses, we like to think it might be something a little bit stranger. What about you? Whose side are you on? Number 2. The Black-Eyed Girl of Cannock Chase. The best thing about drones is that they offer us images and angles that are impossible to obtain with just a simple video camera or a smartphone. The problem is that sometimes the images we get are as disconcerting as the ones we will show you now. This creepy drone footage was uploaded by YouTuber Furious Otter in 2015. It was captured above an area of woodland in an area of countryside known as Cannock Chase, in the county of Staffordshire, England. The drone spots a white figure among a dense thicket and moves in for a closer look. As it approaches the edge of a wooded area, the figure can again be seen. It appears that the figure is actually a young girl dressed in a long white dress. Viewers have claimed that the girl seen in this video might actually be the mysterious Black-Eyed Girl of Cannock Chase, a ghostly apparition that many people claim to have seen while hiking in the area. One woman claimed that she heard the screams of a young child coming from the forest while she was out walking with her daughter. They ran towards the sound to see if anybody needed help. When they stopped to catch their breath, the woman turned to see a young girl standing behind them. She stood completely still, with her hands covering her eyes. When the woman asked the little girl if she was okay, she didn't say a word. She just slowly lowered her arms, revealing jet black eyes. No iris, no white, nothing. In the late 1960s, Cannock Chase gained notoriety as the site of a series of grisly murders. Since then, many believe that the Black-Eyed Girl of Cannock Chase could actually be the ghost of one of those young girls. Has this drone actually captured video proof of the Black-Eyed Girl of Cannock Chase? Or could the mysterious figure seen in the footage be something else entirely? Let us know what you think it is in the comment section below. Number 1. A hole to the ends of the earth. The calm of lake waters usually captures the attention of expert photographers and amateurs alike. Although, considering what can be seen in Serra da Estrela, Portugal, there is always an exception that breaks the rule. Walking through the forest surrounding this Portuguese lake can surprise visitors. Suddenly, the striking tranquility is interrupted by a noise similar to that of a waterfall. But where does the sound come from? The answer is right before your eyes, from the lake itself. Its secret is only visible from the air, since it is impossible to see anything at ground level. We are talking about the Cocos Dam, an impressive 4.6-meter diameter drain that, although it seems to be the work of nature itself, the hand of man has a lot to do with it. This artificial outlet collects the waters of the Ribeira das Neves and transports them through a tunnel of more than 1 kilometer to the city of Lagoa. Although this incredible hole that seems to lead to the ends of the earth can only be seen from above, this has not prevented millions of tourists from visiting this place every year. Zone 0. The vanishing of a man. Did you think we were just going to walk away? You were sorely mistaken. Our latest video was published in 2016, and what appeared to be simple footage of a man running along the side of a road has turned into a real mystery. Pay close attention, because what happens next clearly depends on what you believe. The boy, who at first glance appears to be walking, disappears without a trace in broad daylight. While some believe that this is clearly a hoax, many others are convinced that it could be a time traveler caught red-handed in one of his time jumps. Others think it could be evidence of a spontaneous teleportation. Although it is impossible to draw a single conclusion from this footage, all we can say is that it is absolutely astonishing. It is said that the internet is full of videos that border on the paranormal. Fake or not, Many of them can leave you really unsettled, especially if they have taken place in the darkness of a forest. Would you like to know more about these stories? If so, check out our next video.